Russo's brand family. We are family. What's going on, everybody? I haven't been on here in a while. I took a couple days off from cardio. I got back on the horse yesterday. I wanted to take a little time off to see if it would help my feet. I mean, it really didn't do much. So I wasn't going to use that as an excuse to not do cardio. So I'm back on the horse. I worked out yesterday, so here I am again. I want to tell you guys I only have about 20% left on this phone, and I'm going to do this for about 30 minutes. So like when it runs out, and I'm sorry if we get cut off. I didn't realize I had to charge my phone this morning. Well, you guys know, let me update you what's going on. Everything's going real good with Realm, man. I want to thank you guys so much for signing up on the Realm Network. We have already superseded on Realm more money than we were making per month on Podcast One. We've already done that just by converting people over, because as I said, we haven't been making any money from Podcast One since September, and we were basically using that as a promotional tool. So once the relationship with Podcast One ended, we've been converting everybody over to Realm, where they're going to get the same content, even a little bit more, and we've already superseded what we've been making, like I said, the last 7 months at the Podcast One. So I want to thank everybody for that, bro. I think that is amazing. And that just goes to show the loyalty and support of the brand. And I want to explain something to you guys too, to see if you can understand this and why it's important to me to get income from Realm. This is very important to me. A lot of the guys, bro, they were coming over on my network. They were giving me content, and in return I was giving them the platform on Podcast One. Again, even though we weren't making any money, we had a good reach on Podcast One. So guys like Disco, Stevie, Vito, Ben Hameen, they were giving me their services on Podcast One in return for, promotion, because it was a great place for them to promote their stuff. Well, we're going to have to build up that reach again, and they've all, told me they're going to stick with me and stay loyal to me. They love the brand, they love the family, but the fact of the matter is, I want to start paying these guys. I mean, I really want to start paying them. I think they all do a great job. I want them to stay with us for a very long time, and I want to start paying them. But man, in podcasting, if anybody out there is in podcasting, there's not a lot of money involved. Somebody like me, can probably make a living and pay my bills, but I'm not going to become rich by podcasting. But I do want to make enough where I can pay my bills, and I can also pay those that are contributing to the site. So, whether you're a fan of mine or Ben Hameen's or Stevie or Vito or Disco or Jeff, whatever, by you supporting us on Realm, which you guys know is less than $1 a week, I'm trying to build up to the point of paying them some money every month. So that's a shoot, guys. So that's why all the subscribers really matter, And if you enjoy anybody on the show, please subscribe to Realm. Go to russosbrand.com. If you're not a member, you can get the first month free till the end of the month. You're not going to be able to hear us on Podcast 1 anymore. You're going to get the same exact lineup on Podcast 1 on the Realm Network. You're going to pay a little less than $1 a week. The more people that subscribe, the more people I will be able to pay. And that's really, really what I want to do, man. I just told you guys, part of the thing with Podcast 1 was we did 22 million downloads. Our numbers went up from day one. They never went down, but yet our money went down. So I don't know what they were doing there, bro. I don't know their bookkeeping system. I don't know their accounting. But here's what I do know. When people are bringing you in numbers, you should pay them. You should not keep all that money. And that's exactly what I want to do with my people. I want to be able to pay them for their services. So that's what I'm working towards. So that's why it's important to sign up. All right, let me move on from that. I closed on my rental property yesterday, bro. Bro, I got to be honest with you. I suck at taking whatever money I have and turning it into more money. I've always been horrible at that, bro. I probably lost close to half of my WCW money back in 1999, 2000. I had a financial advisor, and I listened to him, and I lost all my money, bro, in mutual funds and stocks. I've tried several businesses that have failed, and I am horrible of taking, whatever money I have left saved and turning it into more money. So, Amy and I, we had a little money that we saved, and I had to parlay that into more money, man, because I don't make the big bucks anymore. So we purchased a little condo here in Colorado, because, man, as much as I love Colorado, I don't think owning property in Colorado is a bad idea. A lot of people are moving out to Colorado. So, I'm hoping we can rent this place out, no headaches, and use it as an investment. So, we went to closing yesterday. We closed up that deal. Amy and I are headed out to the place this morning about 7 o'clock. I know they're laying new carpet, and we need to really, really, really clean that place because Matt Yodel and his 13-year-old daughter are moving in. So I just want to make sure it's nice and clean before they move in. I was talking to my father yesterday, and he broke the news to me because I was out running around doing all that stuff about Madison Bumgarner breaking his hand, bro. I can't believe it, man. 6 days from opening day, and Madison Bumgarner breaks his freaking hand, man. And I got to tell you, I don't know what the Giants are going to do with their pitching. I find it hard to believe that they aren't going to pick somebody up. Because with Bumgarner going down and Samaja already down, I mean, that's Johnny Cueto and 4 rookies. And, I was sick to my stomach when my father broke that news to me yesterday. But, bro, what are you going to do, man? That's what happens. That's what happens in sports. All right, let me turn to you guys now. I'll answer some questions while I do this. PC1 is shameful. Well, I don't agree with what they did, guys. I really don't. And again, just, show your support to us. And let's just move forward. You guys, it went too fast. What Beatles album should I listen to first? Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul, bro, there were 3 Beatles. There were the early Beatles. There were the middle Beatles. and there were the late Beatles. I like the middle Beatles the best. I put the late Beatles second and the early Beatles first. The middle Beatles, bro, here's the 3 albums. I'm going to put 4 albums for middle Beatles that are kind of the hot spot for me. Go from Hard Day's Night, Rubber Soul, Revolver, and Help. Those are the middle Beatle years. Those are my favorite years. Bro, nobody ever talks about Help because it was a soundtrack. Some of my favorite songs are on Help. Rubber Soul is far and away my favorite Beatle album. All right, what's next, bro? Yeah, what's your favorite album of all time? Oh my God, bro. That is so hard. Favorite album of all time, man. I mean, I know I play Paranoid by Black Sabbath over and over and over again. Bro, you know what I'd have to say? You know what's right up there? If it's not number 1, it's in the top 3. I can listen to Bat Out of Hell every single day of my life. Meatloaf's first album. I don't know, bro. Maybe top 3 of all time. I don't know. It's so hard to say. Bat Out of Hell, Paranoid, Rubber Soul. Tough to say. Vince, what is your sister doing lately? Bro, funny. My niece, my sister's daughter, is pregnant. As you know, so is my son's daughter, my son's wife. And she had one of these pregnancy parties yesterday, bro. I guess this is a new thing, something with balloons, and you put powder in the balloons, and you break the balloons, and if it's a pink powder, if it's a girl, if it's a blue powder, it's a boy. I never heard of any such thing, but she had one of those yesterday, and she's having a baby girl, and that's another thing. Bro, let me tell you a story about my sister, too. I got to bring my father on the show to give him the lambasting he deserves. Bro, what about my sister is a New York Rangers fan? So my father lives in Ocala. My sister lives in Gainesville. When the Rangers play in Tampa, my sister likes to go to the games. And of course, she drags my father around, right? Bro, what do you think about this? My sister drags my 87-year-old father to the Ranger game against Tampa Bay Lightning. And when they get there, she breaks the news to my father that they got separate seats. Their seats aren't together. So she drags my father to the game because she wants to go. And my father is sitting in the nosebleed sections. He's not a hockey fan, bro. Sitting in the nosebleed section by himself. And I got really, really hot at that. And my father couldn't understand why I was hot. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, bro? She drags you to the game. You're not a freaking hockey fan. You could care less about the Rangers. And then she sits you in the upper deck by yourself? Like, are you out of your mind? 10% left. So let me try to get in some of the... Yeah, that's not cool, bro. Who does that? That's what I'm saying. And bro, you want to know what's worse? My uncle Nicky and my cousin Jimmy, many years ago, bro, they went to a Giants playoff game and they couldn't sit together. And they were supposed to meet up after the game. And my uncle never showed up. Bro, my uncle, my father's brother, had a heart attack in the Meadowlands at the Giants game and died. Okay, sitting by himself. So wouldn't you think, bro, that would smarten my sister up? Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, our uncle died under those same circumstances, and you're going to let an 87-year-old man sit by himself. Bro, that's a lot of issues I've always had with my sister. She's my only sister, and of course I love her. But bro, to me, it's always been about her first. She's always put herself first. And like, I have an issue with that, and I got a problem with that. I really believe that we were put here to serve, and we're supposed to put others before us. And I get that from looking at Jesus's time on this planet. And he came here, and he was supposed to set an example for us. And the one thing he did was he served other people. He never put himself first. And that's just kind of always been an issue I had with her. Okay, let me see if I can answer some of your questions before this thing dies on me. How'd you come up with the brood? Bro, you just had 3 really cool looking guys, man. Let's face it. You know, Edge looked as cool as crap. Back then, Christian had the long hair. He looked as cool as crap. And David Heath, I think David Heath was already doing a vampire gimmick. I think. I'm not sure. But, you know, bro, putting the 3 of those guys together, they looked as cool as hell. The vampire gimmick is always cool. You know, then whoever, bro, whether it was, you know, Kevin Dunn, bro, I never worked on entrances. That wasn't my thing. But coming out with the Ring of Fire, the music by Jim Johnson was so freaking cool. So, I mean, that, you know, bro, that's a no-brainer. I mean, anybody could have done that. But you had just 3 guys that look really cool. Okay, who's next? What's your retrospective on your 2010-11 TNA run? I loved it. Bro, TNA was a lot of fun for me, especially the early years, bro. The pay-per-views that nobody saw in 2002 was far and away some of the best TV I was ever involved with. You know, there was a lot of improv, and nobody does that, man. I think that's where the business should have went. There was a lot of improv, and it was great TV. I had a lot of fun there. You know, getting to work with people like Pat Kenny, and getting to work with people like Al Snow, and you know, a lot of the talent was great, bro. Bobby Roode and freaking Abyss and Eric Young and all those guys. But I'll tell you, man, when Hogan and Bischoff came in, it just lost its it lost its family feel. A lot changed when they came in, bro, and I don't know, bro. Guys like that are just not going to be part of a family. It's kind of going to be their way or the highway. And it changed the whole vibe. And bro, I'm not saying that as a knock on them. I'm not. You asked me a question about my experience, and I'm telling you, it changed the whole vibe, and it was just a different working environment. Then when they brought in Bruce, I mean, Dixie, in my opinion, just kept putting layer on top of layer on top of layer on top of layer, and to me, it became a situation of just way too many chefs. And I thought it was hurting the company. And I said, you know what? Somebody's got to go. And it might as well be me. And that's when I left TNA. Bro, that's about 6 years ago now, man. I think it was 6 years ago in February. I think 2012 is when I left TNA. Bruce cut a big promo on Meltzer. You know, bro, I'm going to tell you something. I've made a decision. And this is what Getting Color is going to be about, bro, when I do it with Vito tomorrow night. It's going to be about, here's what this is all about, bro. These dirt sheet writers, it's all about their lack of respect for the wrestling business, bro. Bro, they have no respect for it. Bro, if you've never been a part of the wrestling business, but yet you think you are, and you throw your opinions out there. And, you know, in my case with Ryan Satin, you know, you hurt people and you go out there to ruin people that have been in the business for a very, very long time. Bro, that is such a disrespectful thing to me, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. You guys know I'm a baseball fan. I watch MLB TV every day. I'm watching it right now. And I listen to these guys, every single guy on that show. Even the girls, bro. You know, Zahadi. You know, freaking Reynolds and Smoltz and Casey and, Chris Rose. I mean, bro, Millar. You know, bro, every single, Plesac. I watch these guys, as a baseball fan, I watch these guys in awe. Because they've been there, they've done that, and they're so damn knowledgeable, bro. Bro, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm watching the game and I'm enjoying the game. I am not at that level. I was never between the lines at that level. And I have such a respect for the game that I listen to people like this. I don't make believe I'm one of them, because I'm not. And that's the thing about these dirt sheet marks, bro. Not only are they not part of it, or were they ever a part of it, but they all take shots at people in the freaking business, which is absolutely absurd to me. I mean, bro, like freaking Brian Kenny with his sabermetrics is on MLB TV. Bro, I'm not a fan of sabermetrics. I don't think you could take the humanness out of the game. But I'm not going to freaking sit here and cut a promo on Brian Kenny because I disagree with his philosophy. And bro, here's the thing. Then they go away from just criticizing the wrestling part. Then all of a sudden, bro, it becomes personal. You're a racist. You're a sexist. You're a homophobe. You're a this. You're a that. First of all, how would anybody know what I am unless they know me? You could read all the stories you want, bro. You can take quotes from people who didn't like me and maybe people that were bitter in the business. Bro, you could do that all day long. Unless you know me, you're not going to know. But on the other side of the coin, bro, we've given these a-holes the power. And from now on, all Meltzer and all these guys, bro, the only time their names are going to come out of my mouth is on castrating the marks, when I just expose them week in and week out. And I do it for entertainment, and I do it so you guys can clearly see they're full of crap and they don't know what they're talking about. Outside of that, bro, I ain't talking about these guys no more, because they're so damn disrespectful to the wrestling business. Do you think WWE will ever get better, or is it screwed? Bro, in order to get better, they have to care. They really, really have to care. And that's my overall critique of the product. And I'm not talking about the talent. Please separate the talent. I'm talking about the creative and the writers and the producers. I watch the show daily and I'm like, you don't care. Bro, here's a perfect example, and I hope this doesn't run out of time. When I would get to Raw every Monday night, here was the beautiful thing that I loved. Every Monday, we were in a new, huge arena. And we had access to that entire arena. That's what we paid for, bro. We could do whatever we wanted. The first thing I used to do, bro, is scope out the building. Ah, this would be a cool shot for a pre-tape, or we could put Austin here, we could put DX here. I used to scope out the building because every building presented a new look. And it gave me the opportunity to put different looks on the show. Bro, to me, there is no excuse when for 3 hours, Kurt Angle is standing in front of a Raw logo and people just go to that spot to do every pre-tape. To me, that's laziness. That's lack of creativity. It makes the entire show look the same. So I would say, yes, bro, they can change it. But they got to change their attitudes. And they got to care about it again, bro. And I always used to say this, man. You got to write every show like it's your last show, man. So they can change it, bro, but they got to care first. All right, go ahead. Who's next? Same backdrop, same, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. And they have an entire arena to work with. God, it's going fast. I stopped watching long time ago. You need to get Steve's bands. Oh, Stevie Richards bands. Yeah, bro, I need to get Stevie's bands. I know I need to get Stevie's bands, bro. Bro, I will. You know, I got to do this thing one step at a time. Let me see how long in I am, guys. Hold on, will you? Is such a joke right now. Bro, Dave made him a joke. Just make that clear. Kurt Angle does not write the show. I worked with Kurt Angle. And from a talent perspective, bro, he's brilliant. He's smart. He's funny. He gets it. He used to contribute all the time creatively. So please don't think that's Kurt. That's the way they're writing for him. Stevie should come on the show with the bands. Yeah, well, I'll tell him that, bro. Maybe I'll tell him that when we do our show on Tuesday night. In 10 years, will anyone on the current roster be considered a Hall of Famer? I mean, bro, they're going to have to. You know, I mean, if they're going to want to keep the Hall of Fame going, current guys are going to have to be Hall of Famers. So that's something they're going to have to do. Papa Russo's doing good. I'm going to try to do something with him this week. Does Angle have creative? I would highly doubt it, bro. I would highly doubt it, but I can't answer that question matter-of-factly. But I would highly doubt it. How much have you lost since you've been... Bro, I haven't lost anything because I really haven't changed my diet. Bro, the one thing I learned about working out and dieting, you can't do one without the other, bro. If you just work out and eat like you want, you're not going to lose weight. And if you diet and don't work out, you're not going to lose weight. That's what makes it so difficult, bro. You got to do both. The diet is probably more important than the workout. I would agree with that, bro. I would definitely agree with that. Bro, I lost 45 pounds when I cut out all carbs and all sugar. I went from 249, bro, to 205. I just got sick and tired of eating what I didn't want to eat. But yeah, bro, diet is more important. Food is 80%, workout is 20%. I definitely believe that. Is your son still working for DDP? Yes. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I've been on here for a half hour. Thanks for joining me, bro. Again, I just want to say, man, support us on the Realm Network, because by supporting me, you support everybody else on there. And I really want this to be a paying gig for those guys, because they're donating their time. And bro, it really does bother me that I just can't give these guys what they're worth, because there's just not coming in what we need in order to do that. But the more you support us, the more you sign up at Realm, the more I can do that. So if you don't have to support me, bro, but if you're fans of anybody else on the show, this is a way of showing your support. So again, bro, remember, like, if you watch on podcast 1, you're not going to be able to see Disco on Monday. You're going to have to come to Realm. You can get the first month free. Just go to russosbrand.com. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for all your love. You guys are very important to me. That's why I try to do this. And I try to stay in contact with you. Have a good day, everybody. You guys are the absolute best, man. Take care.